Welcome to another edition of Pick Central. I'm your host, Hubs, alongside Chris Clemmer. Wibs in the build. Wibs.
Dubs in the chat.
Wibs is here. Meek Phil, the idiot, behind the glass. We got our pals here. We also got our pals supporting the show, Fair Harbor.
Yeah.
This show is brought to you by Fair Harbor, makers of the world's most comfortable swimwear. The same comfort that's earned thousands of five-star reviews is built into their super soft clothes, made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. March is here, spring's on the horizon, brackets are about to be busted, and between March Madness, spring break trips, and nonstop games on the couch, we're all spending a lot more time in comfort first mode. Fair Harbor trunks are perfect for swimming, lounging, or soaking up some sun. A variety of designs and styles make finding your favorite pair easy. And Fair Harbor's super soft built-in liner keeps you comfortable all day. You'll never go back to mesh line trunks again. They should have never been invented in the first place, mesh line trunks. Fair Harbor's on top of that. They said no mesh line trunks. Along with swim trunks, Fair Harbor carries a full line of casual clothing. The short shirts and hoodies let you relax beyond the beach. Clemmer, you've got a bunch of the hoodies. You wear them all the time.
I love them.
I have the jeans. I've needed a new pair of jeans forever. Fair Harbor is there to guide me in the right direction. They're fantastic. And if the rest of the family gets jealous about your Fair Harbor, well, they've got kids' styles too. Head to fairharborclothing.com. Use code CENTRAL20 for 20% off your full price order now through March 31st. So you got about 2 weeks. Once again, that's Fair Harbor, HARBOR, clothing.com for 20% off. And make sure you use our promo code CENTRAL20 so they know we sent you. We're off and running here on a Friday the 13th.
Big Friday if you're a college basketball guy.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, it's true.
And boy, let me tell you, for a man who plans on dabbling in some gambles here today and this weekend, or mainly today, though, I got on the wrong train today. And boy, is that a bad sign for what's to come today, I feel like.
You should just not do any bets today. Just say take the L.
Yeah, I already took
The last time
Missouri State, so here we go.
the last time we had a Friday the 13th in March was COVID and everything shut down.
Fuck.
So that's
Is that true?
Yeah, I believe that's true. I saw it on Twitter, so it has to be true.
It's ominous.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that. Yeah, I went uptown instead of downtown. I was in a sprint. Said 0 minutes till a downtown train. There was the doors were closing. I sprinted in. Didn't realize it was a downtown.
Oh.
Just my brain wasn't working.
Every time I try to just assume I'm getting on the right train, I get on the wrong train.
Always wrong.
And then I end up 100 miles from where I'm supposed to be, and I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, my problem too for my train. It's depending if you get on the 86th Street stop entrance or the 83rd. The train's on a different side, so it's like
You get to be at the new station now. Isn't it nice?
It's really
nice station.
You know, Pat was actually just up there yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
He had to go for a visit, and then he just asked me. He goes, "I need to live up here. I need to move up here. Like this is like unbelievable. I love the neighborhood. It's fantastic.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's very nice.
It's
Very nice.
It's a dream.
Very nice. And it's the newest station in the city. How about that?
Yeah, I very much like that. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to do calls. Flash number on the screen because that makes us look legit.
Makes scrambling back there.
Talk to the people.
He wasn't ready to do
Talk
that.
to the people on a Friday the 13th.
We're going to talk ball, whether that be college basketball, NBA, World Baseball Classic. Call in.
I love that number. Okay.
Call in and talk about anything. Yeah, Rico. So we'll start with Rico.
Rico is farting his. Oh my!
So Meek, do you have the clips lined up here of Rico's?
Oh, this was. Yeah.
So this was. So wait, hold on. Pause it. So to preface, Big Cat. This is the bet, right? This is the bet clip?
Correct. This is the bet.
Okay. So Big Cat had they were struggling. Not Meek Phil. Rico was not giving out winners. So the Big Cat put in a line in the sand bet. Everyone rode the over in the first half of the Oklahoma game, I believe.
Yeah, first half Oklahoma, Texas.
Rico bet Oklahoma. As tip-off happens, Rico goes, all right, it's D up, boys. The whole room has the over. We're 10 seconds into the game. He goes, let's D up, boys. That's insane.
The reason was rough
10
too.
seconds in.
Gotta go faster than this, boys. What was that? What did you say? D up.
Also have Oklahoma, but yeah, you're right. Let's
Dude, I got a line in the sand.
Did you say D it up?
You
Can't say that, man.
This is wet.
I can't believe you just had a D
When
up.
I make my biggest bet of the fucking day.
I cannot believe we just heard
I
a D up.
cannot believe that.
Misstep. It was a misstep.
I cannot believe we just heard a D up.
Believe it.
It's a misstep.
That was the only thing that could have been said.
We'll break this up.
Dude, this guy doesn't miss.
We'll miss that. Make it back.
Hit that.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is boss.
We need a
Hit that, please.
It's 4-3.
So you fast
Tough for Bosco.
find the next clip. They lose in heartbreaking fashion.
Now we open it up.
I think this is
Come
the
on,
same
offense.
clip. There's
Okay.
one that shows them losing. If you can go to that.
Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, they
Bosco ends up.
have a chance at a layup on the baseline, and the guy like fucking hits the rim, and it bounces.
That's a
out.
shocking clip because Bosco's a team guy.
Yeah, you be
That was
shook.
not a team move.
Give me a foul, boys.
No.
Oh, no.
1 point.
Oh my god.
Devastated.
Fucking layup.
1 point.
Fucking layup.
stupidest fucking game.
Not great.
Rico Bosco.
Not a great start to the next 10 days. Of,
And then today, he's on with Titus, and he farts. And the fart was so bad, it cleared out the room.
You want to talk about?
makes handling the calls, which I appreciate the calls.
Of course.
I guess I missed that clip.
Yeah,
I heard you guys talking about it. I missed
he
that clip.
farted. It was so bad, it cleared out the room. And he's just farting over there. I guess he had farted also during the stream yesterday. So between the by the way, Rico Bosco, gassiest person at Barstool. His burps. I mean,
Yes.
he's done in this show.
Yes.
His burps are like earthquakes. And I have been in the presence of some of his farts, which are makes your eyes bleed.
Yeah.
Rough stuff. But Bosco's having a tough. I mean, you know what happens though? This is when Bosco soars. Rough start, and then like a phoenix rises from the ashes.
And then falls.
You got the bad one out of the way.
I believe in Bosco.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Mutt update. Mutt did not win
no.
his horse thing.
Sounds like he could have if he had just been more like conservative. Like if he had just like. It sounds like he took some long shots that didn't work out. But I guess he didn't need to do as well as he thought he would to qualify.
Could you pull up Dave's tweet about Mutt about the programs? That was very funny.
Yeah, 1 sec. I just want to show this one first. The syndicated arrived at the NHC. Mutt was so locked in, he just kept on walking and missed the picture.
Sounds like Mutt.
It's out of order,
And,
but yeah.
when did Dave tweet that?
Last
night.
Last night. I was gonna lead into that tweet.
okay.
You just went out of order
My
for no
bad.
reason. This is great. Dave said, I asked Mutt to grab me a bunch of programs for tomorrow on his way back to the hotel. I told him to text me. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. Told him to text me when he got to the hotel. After 20 minutes of telling him how to meet me at the elevators, I finally found him. When I asked for the programs, he looked like he saw a ghost, totally confused. Then told me they were in his backpack, which he was wearing. Okay, Mutt, can I have them? He was like, sure. Then I asked him, hey, Mutt, why did you think we were meeting? It was only for the programs. He said he thought I was going to help check him into his hotel room.
I don't.
What? Are you 8 years old, Mutt? I'm beginning to think Mutt has never traveled alone before. Very bizarre secret.
What did Mutt think he was going to do to help check Dave?
Right.
Like, I don't understand that.
Or is he
part.
asking Dave to check him in?
No, he was already checked in. I think, right?
Is that
He's already there.
Is that at the front desk or like take his bags up to his room and like?
So then I tweeted this because this is just because Mutt's a monkey. So like I was like Mutt and Dave. This is how I imagine them checking in together. I don't understand Dave. What Mutt could have done for Dave there? How could Mutt help Dave check into a hotel?
Mutt.
What does that mean?
I love
Right.
Mutt.
Is he the bellhop?
I love hand up was out of it after a day of losing horse bets and missing out on qualifying. Still not great. Can confirm I have traveled alone.
I don't think that's an excuse. You don't know how to check into a hotel because you had a bad day.
But I think he's assuming maybe Dave doesn't know how to check into a hotel.
Right. That's what I. Yeah.
That's even worse.
Why does he think Dave doesn't know how to check into a hotel?
He travels all the time.
Yes, he's also a grown man.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Very strange. Mutt does get. I love Mutt to death. He gets inside his own head a ton. So
all he does is
he will second guess himself, even if it's like he'll wake up and he'll be like, "Will the sun come out today?" He was like he won't have an answer.
then he'll think about the sun coming up. Like he doesn't second guess
Maybe.
himself. He like 8th and 9th guesses himself.
Yeah, this isn't me. Mutt is all class, as Marty always says, and he's always on the show whenever we need him.
Mutt's
to
a
help out.
legend.
Mutt's great. But boy, in these situations, he's on his own.
This is what makes him great, though. This is why I was so excited this weekend. The idea of like Mutt and Dave like interacting to me is so great.
So as Meek went out of order with the tweets for no reason. The contest begins today. The real contest?
I believe so. And then you have like today and tomorrow, and then if you advance, you go on to Sunday.
Right. Okay. So Elio's there with the briefcase. That content. Yeah. Something I was worried about before Mutt got going was updates. Sometimes you don't get, and then Dave was worried about that too. There was no updates coming out of Mutt camp there.
I was worried. So I said, I don't know if you caught me on the show yesterday. I'm like, how do we get some updates and stuff? He's like, yeah. And then like
it went away.
I think.
Do you guys want a live update from the owner of Muttstack?
Would love it.
Yes.
Ooh, wrong one.
Live Muttstack owners, though. It's never happened before.
Yeah, okay. So we're at the NHC. I got all my books in front of me, handicap and live.
When did you get out here?
And Mutt is bothering me for Muttstack. I absolutely don't have the time nor the inclination to give you a Muttstack right now. And you probably shouldn't do that. There. Thank you.
Hey, that's a man he's grinding.
Thank you.
He is dedicated to Muttstack. Unbelievable.
Mutt is the greatest.
Keep tuning in for that. That's going to be fantastic all day with Elio there as well. It's enough when it's just Dave and Elio. Now you throw Mutt in the mix.
I gotta say, good for Mutt. This is awesome.
This is very cool.
Mutt being with Dave is the
No one makes Clemmer light up like Mutt. I've never seen.
Oh, I love Mutt so much.
It's why. What is it about Mutt?
You gotta remember, I've been listening to this guy for nearly 20 years, and,
Okay, all right.
he's been entered. Oh my God, Meek is driving me.
So loud.
Joe, all right, cool.
So loud.
Yeah, so let's let Meek finish this.
It's your show. We can hear you.
I can hear you.
My bad.
We can hear you. There you go.
Okay. And he's been entertaining me for a long time, and he's this weird, goofy presence that is just. But you know what I love about? He's authentic and he's like sincere. I just love Mutt.
When there are no Mutt fans left, that means he's dead.
Yeah. No, he loves him so much. He lights up. You literally light up.
I genuinely love Mutt. I do.
I enjoy Mutt. I met him for the first time during the baseball playoffs. But
he painted his face.
He doesn't. I did.
So
I
you
turned him
only
into
met
a
him like
baseball.
once or twice, and half the amount of times his face was painted.
I was on top of the man. I was on top of him painting his chest.
What a lucky guy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But no, he's great. But he makes you light up, and it's wild to see.
Do we have calls? Do we have someone?
That's who I was screening.
Okay, I don't want to keep people waiting because we'll just filter. I have some stuff to get into for sure, but the calls have priority.
Yeah, Joe wants to ask Clemmer a baseball question.
Beautiful.
Joe, you're on.
We'll go all around the
Day
horn.
for baseball today.
Yes.
Hey boys, how's it going?
What's going
on? Just got a quick baseball question, and one pick or like season-long pick that I want to see what you guys like.
All right.
The question is, Clemmer made a TikTok a while back about players in the MLB who are on the verge, or I forget, it was a long time ago, of reaching the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the video was guys, if their career ended today, would be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it exactly. And I'm not the biggest baseball fan, and I know how hard it is to get into the MLB Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
But one person I was wondering about is Corey Seager, a two-time Finals MVP, and just was wondering how much that, because there's not many people who have that accolade.
Absolutely.
Wondering where you thought.
Dude, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager is the only reason I wouldn't have him in the Hall. Like, so the thing was, if his career ended today,
it's longevity for him.
So like he just only has 1,200 hits. So probably not right now. Do I think Corey Seager is going to be a Hall of Famer? It's all said and done. Absolutely. Corey Seager's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Corey Seager, I think, is so good that when it's all said and done, he'll be like a first ballot Hall of Famer. So like without question. And you're right. The fact that he's this good and he is so good in the regular season, and then has 2 World Series MVPs. Yeah. Corey Seager is going to be in Cooperstown.
Gotcha. I guess I just misheard you.
No, it's kind of a weird. Yeah, it was a weird thing, but no, for sure. Yeah.
He's really ramped it up even the last 3 years. Like
he's
accumulated an 18.4 WAR in his last 3 seasons.
He's missed time.
That's the thing that's hurting the counting stats.
I know.
He does not play a full season too often.
He played 102 games last year, had a 6 WAR.
Right.
That's unheard of.
And then 123 the year before, 119. So he's missed 60, 40. He's missed like 140 games in the last 3 years, something like that.
He needs to string. You're right.
So that doesn't help the
he's
cause.
going to be 32. He needs to string together some full seasons.
Yeah,
which really help his case. But he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
I love Corey Seager. When the Yankees didn't really go after him in the offseason when he was a free agent, it killed me. I wanted him to be their shortstop forever. If he felt like the missing piece. And then maybe the Rangers season goes down the drain early this year. He becomes available because that was being floated around in the offseason. I love Corey Seager.
There was talk that him and Marcus Semien don't get along. Like, they hate each other. That's why they traded Semien.
Something to do with their wives.
Also, Seager 43 career WAR, so that's a pretty good number.
Really good number for being 30. Being 32. Yeah.
Let's say he finishes around like 60 WAR. Like, he's not a Hall of Famer like today, but like very decent. You could say he's a track.
And he's contracted for 6 more years too.
That's
so
what I mean. Like,
he's gonna get in.
He'll probably finish with 350-ish home runs from a shortstop. Like, that's pretty good.
And great rate stats.
And then we talk about the postseason.
Also, I was gonna say really good postseason stats. Yeah. Guy comes a lot. Like during that.
Is he the only one to win World Series MVP with 2 teams?
It's definitely not a long list. If it's,
I think he might be.
I can't
think of anybody else.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else either.
Is that it for calls in the moment?
No, we got more.
Okay. Thank you for the call.
Coach down in Charlotte.
Coach.
What's going on, fellas? Coach in Charlotte.
What
I got
up?
a college basketball pick for you today.
Beautiful. Hit me.
I'm big on Tennessee.
I like them too.
You can get their money line -118, or you could take -1.5 at plus money. So I'm actually on both of those. I think Tennessee's been an interesting team this year. I don't love their guys, but I think they have the shell of a team that can go far. They have a senior point guard. They have Ament, who I don't love, but he is a very talented NBA, lottery pick right now. They have an elite coach, and it's a little bit of a hometown pick because I did coach one of their role players down in Charlotte in high school. And I think they figured something out yesterday in the second half versus Auburn. They had a huge second half, wound up winning by 10. And they split the season series with Vanderbilt. So I expect it to be a close game, but I do like Tennessee a little bit more than them. So just curious your thoughts.
Yeah, here's why I like it too. They just played, and Vandy kind of controlled the game from start to finish. Got a little close at the end. And I like that there's still respect towards Tennessee despite that recent outcome. So that makes me want to take Tennessee. Terrifies me, though. As great as the second half was against Auburn, they looked so bad in the first half. And when it's not going right for this team offensively, it's brutal, it's ugly. The one thing they can always lean on is rebounding. They board the shit out of the ball. So I like the pick. I will be on Tennessee at 3:30. That we are aligned there.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Coach.
May I chime in with trivia?
Yes.
Ooh.
Only 2 players in MLB history have won World Series MVP with 2 different teams. Corey Seager and who else?
We have a hint, like any
can you give me
years or
Hubsy should know this.
Oh. I'm awful with history.
It was with the Yankees.
The Yankees?
And another team.
Was anybody from those 90s teams?
I'm trying to think who could be. It's not.
It has to be a recent one because guys didn't switch teams that much, like in the 60s.
It's got to be.
09 was Matsui, so it's not.
It's
not Matsui. It's obviously.
Who are the Yankees in when they won the?
Obviously not Jeter.
It's not O'Neal.
Is it not?
No, he didn't win 90.
No, he didn't win the Reds.
No,
that was gonna be my guess. No. It's not coming to mind. I'm really bad with history.
I have the answer now. I feel dumb for not knowing.
Yeah,
Is it that obvious?
Did you look it up?
It's Hall of Famer.
Really?
It's pretty.
Oh. Reggie?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I just looked it up.
Okay.
We're not gonna sit here forever.
I was stuck in the 90s.
Yeah.
Too.
So you go further.
Like too far.
You go further back. Okay. All right, we got there.
Yeah, A's won 3 in a row.
That makes sense.
In the 70s, and then won 2 with the Yankees. I mean, Reggie Jackson 5 rings.
In
1 decade.
I was just thinking all the 90s guys.
I know, I was too. I was so trapped up there.
Okay.
Jordan, you're on.
Hey, how y'all doing, boys?
What up, dude?
Hey, I was just calling because, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. So I was just calling, looking at the East, like 42 and like 25 or something like that. Watching the other day against the Jazz, the first half, we almost
ugly.
I was thinking, are we really about to lose to the Jazz?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what two teams do you see us that you like? I want to avoid in playoffs, rather two teams that you want to see us match up against.
Yeah, I feel like I've been pretty adamant. Avoid Detroit at all costs. It's a terrible matchup with the physicality. It's almost like they were created. We designed our team to handle matchups with the Celtics, whereas Detroit is designed to fuck us over. So Detroit is definitely out of the picture for me. I think another team, like I would take Boston at this point because the familiarity, and they beat him last year. It still is going to be obviously very tough. I would welcome the Cavs. I think they can handle them. Miami's
even with Harden.
Yeah, I think they can beat. I think they can beat them. I
welcome them. That's bold.
Compared to Detroit. Yes, Miami is starting to really scare me though.
More than Cleveland.
Miami's starting to play. Miami also handles us very well. Miami's starting to scare me. They're on a 7-game winning streak now. They absolutely dismantled the Pistons the other day. I think it was. They're starting to fire on all cylinders and do some weird Miami Heat shit. And obviously the Hornets, you want to throw them in there too.
Would you rather see the Celtics or the Heat?
I mean, I would rather the Heat still, but I think Cavs Heat, I'd rather see the Cavs.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cavs just beat you guys by like 20 last time you played.
They did, but they had beaten them twice before that. And yes, Harden, but there's been guys at Mitch, all this. So
also,
I think when push comes to
injury for Harden is going to be a thing.
I was going to say, what's his thumb injury like? Is it like
he's playing through, but like at some point, like he's going to have a bad game, and we're going to hear, oh, it's not that, and it's like, oh, it actually is that.
I will say, so to the Knicks' defense, your next 6 games are a cakewalk. Now, it gets tougher after that.
They just got to avoid the 4.
These next 6 games are.
They've got to just stay above the 4.
You got the Pacers twice.
I was gonna say, how do you feel as a Celtics fan? How do you feel about the Knicks?
I think there's one of the Knicks. The Knicks' problem is that they're very good but not great, and they are not gonna do anything as far as like they're not gonna go to the NBA Finals. I don't think, and if they ever somehow did, they're gonna get squashed. Like they're just in a tough spot where they're very good but just not great. And I don't think that bodes well.
For me, as a
Celtics fan, am I nervous about playing the Knicks? No more nervous than about like the Pistons. I think are better. The Cavs are better. I have the Knicks next, right?
For me, it's inconsistency with them. Like, they played the Thunder pretty well. Like, got back in the game in the third quarter. It was tight in the fourth. They had 2 shots to tie it late. Then they absolutely destroyed Denver in Denver. And granted, they have really good numbers against Denver. But then after that, it's like, you lose to the Lakers. Granted, the Lakers played a great game, and LeBron didn't play, and they're better without LeBron. Clippers handled them pretty easily from start to finish there. And then they were struggling against the fucking Jazz.
And that Jazz game, they were still minus
yeah, because they know the Jazz
down 11 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
To be fair to the Knicks, though, they pressed the gas when they had to.
But that shouldn't have been a moment of you shouldn't be down double digits in the second, third quarter in that game. Like, come on.
And that's where you're facing a tanking team that doesn't want to win. And when I say that, Vibs, last night, what the Indiana Pacers did, you got to address this.
Zoo's back.
Ivica Zubac came back last night. Great first half. Played great in the first half. Andrew Nembhard had 23 points in the first half.
Yeah.
Neither one of them played a second in the second half.
Yeah, they've been dealing with injuries all season long.
They just not play a single second.
What do they have to play for? Like, you want to have your
why does he have to address it?
Hurt?
Why should...
I'm just saying, we're finding the...
Well, let him talk Pacers.
If we're finding
the
Jazz...
I want him to talk Pacers, but he's making it sound like he has to play defense here.
Oh,
no. We're tanking. I don't care.
They've been injured.
That's what you should do.
I'll tell you what. They're in a situation where they can lose the pick if it's outside top 3.
Yes.
So they're making...
4.
No, it's if it's 5 through 9.
5 through 9.
Well, they're making sure that is not going to happen.
I think they've pretty much solidified that. Yeah. I think they're 5 games back to fall out, and I don't think they're going to win.
Also,
so there is one issue with the Pacers, though. Okay. So there's 4 teams that have 15 to 17 wins. But the problem is only the 3. You want to finish the top 3. Top 4, your odds do drop a little bit. Not dramatically, but drop a little bit. You really want to finish in that top 3.
Yeah.
And it's either Brooklyn, Washington, Pacers, or Sacramento. Someone's going to be the odd man out there. I guess I would worry about that. You do still want to lose.
Can I alleviate those worries real quick? Not to be Rico here. Here's the Pacers next 2 weeks. Knicks, Bucks, Knicks, Blazers, Spurs, Magic, Lakers, Clippers, Heat, Bulls, Hornets, Cavs. One win?
0.
That's what you want. That's what you want if you're the Pacers.
So guess what? That worry gone.
And you know what helped them out the most? When they lost 2 games to the Wizards last month right after break.
That was wild.
That could swing some huge.
It really could.
So yeah, Pacers fans, if you were worried about them winning a few games here, I would stop worrying right now. That schedule, even if they were trying, is very hard.
We had our big game last Tuesday against Sacramento. It was the battle of the bottom.
You lost.
And we lost. Yeah. We were up like 20 at one point, and then we lost.
How desperate are you for this season to be over?
It's been dreadful. Like the winter, usually it's Indiana Hoosiers, Indiana Pacers that get me through the winter.
Yeah.
And I've had neither of those really this season, and it's just been
You did get the football though.
The football was great.
Yeah,
that was good. But that was over right at January. February.
Yeah. You're lost for sure. But it is nice though. You look next year. You're gonna have this pick. You're gonna get Halliburton back. You have Zubac now in the fold.
Right.
It's like there's
a promise.
There's no like long climb back to the top. You're gonna be.
You're not the Wizards.
Right.
Yeah, so
you guys are gonna be
100%.
So Vibs, was it all worth it? Halliburton's Achilles, Daniel Jones' Achilles, the Indiana basketball program not making the tournament again, all for Indiana football to win it all.
If Halliburton doesn't pop that Achilles, we win a ring.
But I'm saying, it's like, are you satisfied with just the Indiana football title? Like,
I think you're more of a basketball guy.
I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah, I think you're a basketball guy at heart.
In 49 states, it's just basketball.
Yeah.
Correct.
But
So, no.
it was really cool to see the Indiana football thing happen, and I think we're a football school now. But trust me, basketball would.
Are the Hoosiers officially out of the?
You can't lose.
They're not
like
making
you
it.
They're not. Yeah.
You can't lose
Really?
like you guys just did.
It's not like official, but like we know they're not.
Right. All the bubble teams keep losing though. Like all the bubble.
I will say the bubble. Yeah.
The bubble is so bad, and they want to expand the tournament.
It's terrible. It shouldn't do
But
that.
no, the Hoosiers are.
Are they still alive in the conference tournament, or are they out?
Oh, they're done. They got their ass kicked by Northwestern.
Oh, so there's really
once you lose that game, they had to win that game and maybe one more to like have
tough,
a.
yeah.
Oh, it's I don't think it's even a discussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just.
I will say, I think the Hoosiers kind of overachieved this season for what their roster was and what they.
Yeah.
They didn't have a center, like. They literally didn't have a big man, and I think they did okay. It was terrible basketball at times, and it was an uninspired team at times, but I think they did a little bit better than expectations.
When are you guys going to figure it out, basketball-wise?
I don't know. It's been
a while.
But since 2002 was when the last time we were in the. It's been 25 years of just heartbreak.
It's crazy.
The Big Ten tournament's been awful to us. The tourney's been pretty bad. Even when we've had good teams, we go up against Syracuse in their zone, and they just fucking stomp us. Our best team got stomped by a 2-3 zone. It's been rough, but I don't know. We trudge on.
Yeah.
I got one more caller.
One more caller.
Tim in Iowa. Tim, you're on.
Hey guys.
What up?
Thanks for taking my call.
What up?
So my pick today is Illinois minus 7.5 against Wisconsin.
Okay.
I am a Badger fan, but I think without Nolan Winter, they are going to absolutely struggle against Illinois' offensive rebounding. They let up 15 to Washington last night, and Illinois is the number 3 offensive rebounding team in the country.
It's a bad matchup.
And then I'll give you guys that, and then I do have one question after this.
Okay. I do like Boyd on your team a lot, man. He's such a dog.
Me too.
But I actually I oddly think you hang around, but you give that mismatch, and maybe I don't take it now. And what was the other thing?
So I'm also a Packer fan, so I appreciate that. Like you give your opinions, and then they kind of let them go. And so my only ask/question is, going into baseball season, when we get into the depths, like you guys watch a lot of baseball, if we could avoid the 40-45 minutes of Yankee and Mets talk, like people around the country, I think would appreciate it. Like I know you guys have been watching since the show started, but I just.
So in July, we should talk Packers. I don't like this. Baseball's the only sport going on.
No, but I'm not saying not talk baseball.
He's talking to your East Coast.
So other teams beyond Yankees and Mets.
I feel that.
I would love that. I'm on board that train.
I'm always down to do that. It's just sometimes you sit next to the guy and he's saying something about your team, and then all of a sudden 30 minutes have passed. I try to be conscious of that. I promise
well, then you
you.
have a guy in the show to sit in the corner, doesn't watch any baseball.
Right. So no, I totally hear that.
Hey, be a rider for once.
Hey, that's a fair complaint, and I try to be conscious of trying not to spend too much time.
I will say with
I'm not trying to complain. It's
no,
more
that's
just
fair.
I love watching the show, and at times it's like I have to like fast forward a little bit because it's like, holy crap, guys! Like,
you don't
I get it, but
don't want to miss a minute of. I do. Don't want to miss a minute of Pick Central. But I will say, Hubs and I think we watch probably more national baseball than anyone else on the panel. So maybe with Hubs here, because I don't know if Hubs, you were here the whole baseball season, I guess. But like, I think Hubs and I certainly can talk. And I think Marty also said he's going to really try to watch a lot more national baseball. So you're not wrong with that. That's fair. Because like, let's talk some National League Central. Let's talk some AL West for sure.
Are you
guys appreciate it?
Oh, I was gonna say, are you a Brewers fan?
Oh no, I am. What's your question?
Are you a Brewers fan?
I am.
Okay,
that's fair. Like
they've got a team too.
Brewers. I mean, the Brewers have the best manager in baseball. Pat Murphy's the best manager in baseball.
They do.
I agree.
And they stay competitive despite losing all.
The ownership and front office don't really.
Well, the front office is good.
Yeah. Yeah, but
the ownership.
Okay, the ownership.
Front office is doing everything they can.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that GM. Fuck your owner. Your owner sucks, by the way. Awful. You have talented players.
I mean, they're the worst. It's crazy. I get into arguments all the time, but they've stayed between 16 and 22 ranked payrolls for 20 years.
Yep.
And people around here are complaining about the TV contracts. Well, the TV contract was way better 10 years ago, but they didn't move they weren't spending more money back then.
And they're getting revenue
So
sharing
the TV
money too.
contract doesn't matter.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's money there to spend.
It doesn't matter.
No, they're going to pocket it.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you. No, that's fair. We'll talk more Brewers this year, I promise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta cater. You East Coast elitists. You guys forget about us simple people from the Midwest.
It's not that. It's when he says something and he says something.
Me?
About the Yankees. But when you guys say something about the Yankees, and then all of a sudden I lose my mind.
You're right. You never say about the Mets.
Well,
no, it
goes both ways.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're just yelling at each other, and time just goes, and then the show's over.
It's the natural progression.
Something about small market teams, like those small market fans also think it's a myth where it's like, oh, we can't keep our players long term. Like they'll just go to the big market teams anyway. But then you see like Bobby Witt's going to be in Kansas City his entire fucking career. Like it can be done. Like you can keep these players in small market franchises. Like Jose Ramirez is going to be one of the best Cleveland Guardians ever.
Yeah, they absolutely can, but they also
there is like it takes two to tango though. Like Joe Ram was like very willing to be loyal for and take less
like
to be in Cleveland.
Bobby
Witt cost himself probably a couple $100 million by taking that contract.
But it's also
But I mean, how are you going to turn it down? Right, of course, it goes hand in hand. But to sign for that, what was it 13-year deal or something?
Yeah.
So when you sign for that long, it's great. He pocketed what 360?
Yeah.
Something
And
like that,
they may not be
whatever.
a small market team now.
Listen, that was a great deal by the Royals.
Absolutely.
And at the time, how are you going to wrong Bobby Witt? But if he had
that's like money for your
Even
generations.
the Brewers, they signed.
I know.
Justin
I'm
Churio.
saying, but it's not always the same. It's not. It doesn't always work like that.
Oh, I agree. I always, if I was ever a phenom, like if I was a Bobby Witt situation, I think I'd always take that 13.
Like Paul Skeens is not going to sign that deal with.
I guess, but maybe he shouldn't. But like, I'm always thinking, like, how much more money do you need? Like, if okay, so Bobby Witt say 350, and he probably could have made say 550 on the open market or something. Say, is that extra 200 million?
It depends who your agent is, because he's
but
not
also,
a Boris
do you
guy.
want to sit there toiling around for 6 years, just maybe get that good walk year to where you hit the market?
And then what if, God forbid, you get hurt?
That's
right. So you
like Cody
chance
Bellinger
it
is a
out.
great example. Like he got hurt right before his walk year. Like he's made up some money in the last like 2 or 3 contracts he signed, but there was a time where you would thought, oh, Cody Bellinger.
He could have been one of those guys.
Player.
Yeah.
Even like Ronald Acuna obviously signed like that incredible team-friendly contract. Those 2 ACL injuries, he may not have gotten a contract like a big one on the open market.
No way.
I think he still would have.
Witt isn't a Boris guy, right?
No, I don't believe
so. Okay, so if he was a Boris guy, there's no way he'd be locked up.
Is his dad his agent? Or am I wrong about that?
I could look.
There's no Boris would never allow him to do that.
No, probably not.
So I'm saying it also you need the luck of also.
But also, you hire.
His dad is his agent.
That's what I thought. His dad was an interesting.
The team needs the luck of that player that you have in the fold not being a Boris guy.
Ideally,
because
yes.
otherwise you're just like your hand is.
If you're a Boris guy, yeah, it's just unlikely. But there is a number with Boris where like
it's also like
it's just not
you
happening.
hire Boris. Like,
Yeah.
Boris works for you.
Yeah. But like the team can't control who the guy's agent is. So I'm saying there needs to be some luck on that side.
Of course,
you have to have a willing agent. So there's a lot of factors. No more calls at the moment.
I can screen them, but you can.
Okay,
go on.
so let's do some college basketball. It's a big college basketball weekend. Yesterday and today are major conference tournament days, wall-to-wall coverage. Every conference tournament's fucking going. It's awesome. So
how excited are you guys for this?
I like it a lot, man. And then you pair the World Baseball Classic tonight with it. It's a
weekend World Baseball Classic.
And then you want to throw in a little more culture there, and you get the Oscars on Sunday night. We have a fucking fantastic weekend of entertainment at our hands.
Selection Sunday and the Oscars happening the same day is pretty nice.
Tremendous. And then USA is going to go against
the World Baseball
Republic,
Classic.
assuming fuck DeRosa doesn't fuck that, but we'll get up to him in a second. So yeah, we had a lot on our plate here. Before we get into college basketball, though, if you're watching any of the games, as I just mentioned, all weekend long, working late, too lazy to cook on a given night, there's one call to make part of my cheesesteak. We're talking thinly sliced steak, melted provolone, mouth-watering cheese sauce, all loaded up on a perfectly toasted hoagie roll. This is a legit heavy hitter cheesesteak, and if you really want to do it right, grab the Big Cat Combo, cheesesteak, fries, and a drink. That's a complete meal. It's available nationwide, and it delivers easy. Game day covered, late night covered. Stop overthinking. Dinner, order part of my cheesesteak right now, and use code AWL for free delivery on pardonmycheesesteak.com.
There you go. I covered you for the weekend. Free delivery
for the weekend.
Boom.
So yesterday, we had mentioned Tennessee through our caller. Auburn was a big-time bubble team. They were right there, despite their record. They were very controversial. Bruce Pearl, the coach's dad. Bruce Pearl was obviously at at Auburn for a bit. He was trying to advocate to get them in. They were winning all game against Tennessee, and they blow it. I would assume their chances are done. They shouldn't get in my mind. Miami, Ohio was undefeated. We were talking about that game. It ended just as our show ended. They lost their first game of the tournament. It was in the quarterfinal, their first game of the year. They're a bubble team. I have to think they still get in. Otherwise, you're completely saying the regular season doesn't matter, and that would be a terrible look in my mind. Going 31-0 has to mean something. So they would have to, especially as Vibs mentioned, so many bubble teams keep losing. So, like, the case for Miami, Ohio gets better and better with every bubble team losing. Let's see the latest with Lenardi's. Last four in, they would be last four buys. So Lenardi has them comfortably in. And considering they have no more games left, I would imagine that means they're in. His last four buys entering today were NC State, Santa Clara, UCF, and Miami, Ohio. I think all four of those teams should get in. Last four in was VCU, Missouri, SMU, and Texas. Meek has just put it up on the screen.
Make it a little bigger, Meek. Thank you.
First four out. By the way, if it's in blue, that means VCU plays today. So a win today for VCU would pretty much put them in, it feels like. Your first four out are Oklahoma, Auburn, New Mexico, San Diego State. Three of those four play today. And next four out, sorry, Vibs, Indiana, Stanford, Cincy, Seton Hall.
Seton Hall won yesterday.
Seton Hall won yesterday, but still needs some work. So it's a very important day for those three teams in the first four out. You really got to win and make your case.
And Seton Hall.
I'm
not burying Seton Hall yet.
Who does Seton Hall play today?
Good question.
Is it UConn?
Oh, that's
St. John's.
That's tough. If it's UConn. Let me see here.
Seton Hall plays St. John's at 5:30.
Yeah.
It's not.
They're an 8.5-point dog. It's actually a good line for them.
If Frank's going, I like them.
Frank went yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, then I think.
I don't think he's going today.
Oh, well,
5:30 they play.
Yeah, 5:30. They're an 8.5-point dog. I kind of like that line for them. And then the other teams were, what was it? Oklahoma. That's
Oklahoma, Auburn, New Mexico were his first four out.
Oklahoma plays Arkansas.
Oklahoma plays Arkansas. They're a 7.5-point dog tonight at 9:30.
And who else did you say?
San Diego State.
I saw someone propose that the last four teams in, the bubble teams, should all have to play in the play-in game.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's what will eventually happen when they expand.
They're going to expand.
Like
don't say that.
The expansion will result in the play-in stuff in Dayton. There'll be just more games in Dayton.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I think the play-in. I hate watching the 16 seeds have to eliminate. Like, you just made the tournament. Now you got to go up against.
The counter to that, though, is those 16 seeds like the exposure of being like this is their moment. Otherwise, they're most likely, unless you're one of the very few, they're going to get dusted by a 1 seed next, and whatever, your time's over. Being that team that plays in Dayton, people are watching you. You got a ton of eyeballs on you, and it's a standalone game.
For sure, but for the team that loses in Dayton, I feel like that sucks because you got knocked out by some 16 seed when you could have gone and played, the Blue Bloods like a UConn or.
It's pick your poison. What would you rather?
Yeah.
Up against it.
I don't know.
You get your chance to get an NCAA win, and then you're up against it.
And then you get to play that Blue Blood.
Is it a cool experience to play the big names, or are you just like,
or do you want your spotlight?
I'm about to go get my ass kicked. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know. I'm sure I feel like most teams in the 16s would tell you they'd rather play in Dayton, but I'm completely speculating.
It's interesting.
So Ohio State's playing Michigan right now. Is Ohio State? They're losing by 10. If Ohio State loses that game, which they likely will,
I think they're in.
Are they still in?
I think they're in.
They're in.
Meek, you think they're in?
Okay. They're in. They did enough. They did a good enough job to end the year.
They had that
sure.
win versus Purdue. That probably was what made it like not even a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep seeing all these other bubble teams losing, and they're not even like on the bubble, so they should be safe.
That's fair.
Yeah, the bubble's going to be pretty non-controversial in my mind.
Oh, really?
I think so. Like the biggest one would be Miami, Ohio, but I think they're comfortably in. Like if all the bubble teams were winning, and then they're in, and Miami, Ohio was in that last 4 in spot, then you're holding your breath. But they would have to really fuck over Miami, Ohio.
Exactly. The bad teams keep losing.
Yeah.
It's
ESPN predicted today that Miami, Ohio would be in.
Yeah.
Like you're saying.
Yeah. Darren Peterson played 37 minutes last night.
There you go.
So I think he became the first freshman in the tournament. Maybe it was Kansas tournament history to score 20 in a game. But he played 37 minutes. That feels like a pretty big step for him.
They play tonight against Houston.
So then that will be, what's he look like on a back-to-back of 37 minutes?
Houston is favored by 5.5.
Kind of like that line for Kansas. I'm not in love. And to be fair, this is now. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I was going to say this is 3 in a row. It is not. This would be 2 in a row for Peterson. That was their first game, was last night. I'm not in love with that Houston team and how they're playing. I don't like their offense. That's a very fun game tonight. That would be one I'm circling of the big board today would be watch that Houston-Kansas game. And let's see what Peterson looks like back-to-back off 37 minutes. Because on the flip side, DeBanza lost last night, but boy, is he putting up fucking numbers in these games. And they're pretty limited with Richie Saunders tore his ACL. And it's just him and Rob Wright, and it seems like when it comes down to it, push comes to shove, and their season's on the line. The plan with BYU is here you go, DeBanza. Figure it out. We're not letting anyone else shoot but you. It's pretty fun to watch a guy who's going to go number 1, number 2, and he has total control of the team, whereas, maybe he was a little more passive at some points during the season. Now it's like...
What seed would they get?
BYU. I'm very bad with this. This is more of a Rico question to tell. Maybe a 5?
Okay. Oh, all right. So they would be favored in their first game, likely.
Yeah, more or less.
I think so. Okay. I would think so, but I could see it being low.
Okay.
Because they're not a good defensive team. So based on there's sometimes these mid majors they put up the sexy mid majors can score a shit ton of points. It's like, well, they're going against the team that can't defend. That's a pretty bad matchup. Small spread gets interesting. But I could see BYU being a 5. That feels right to me. I don't know.
If we want to talk about the other top 3 player in the country, Carlos Cambuser and Duke. What a scare that was last night.
So
our group chat was going crazy.
So you see their first test without Foster and the other guy, and they needed Isaiah Evans to step up. He drops 32. Boozer is 23. It comes down. FSU was in control in the first half. And a little bit into the second half there, and then Duke went on a run. They go up 10. We were talking in the group chat that Meek had jumped in live on Duke minus 115 when they were down.
No, it was even.
Okay, even when they were down 9. I want to say, yeah,
it's 59-51.
Yeah, and literally right at that moment, Duke goes on their run. You thought they were going to even cover the original, which I think was like 17.5. FSU then fights back, and they had a chance to win the game. And did not. So
yeah, they could have called a timeout with like 8 seconds to go set up a play, but instead, I just never understand now. You're down 1, and the shot you take for the win is just a rush 3. Like,
it's part of me always wonders, always hopes that they change the rule in college basketball to advancing.
Yeah, so that way. But
I really just don't like it. I don't like that you don't advance the ball. It should be like in the last 30 seconds, a timeout can advance the ball.
If you're the coach watching like nothing happening as the time's going down, you have 2 timeouts. Use 1.
Yeah, that's it.
Try to do something. Like
you will see coaches do that, but just in general, I just wish timeouts advance the ball late. It just bothers me.
Duke plays tonight.
Against
all these teams, there's no days off.
Yeah, Duke Clemson tonight. Duke's favored by 10.5.
Clemson beats UNC. Let me tell you, I had money line Clemson. If I had minus 1.5, you might have found me on the news.
Oh no!
The way they collapsed and didn't cover.
Bad beat.
My heart out to you. They were up 15 with 3 minutes to go.
Oh,
something along the lines of that. And UNC had to keep hitting a three to just keep the game alive. And 17 things had to go correctly for you to cover that UNC line, and they did. Yep.
Can I ask a question? Without
ask a question?
I'm kind of changing the subject a little bit.
Change away.
Hubs, if you're an NBA GM and you have the number 1 pick, which of the 3 are you taking?
I'm a Debansa guy.
I'm 100% with you. But is he able to take control of a game and
yes?
Because
for me, the difference is
I feel like BYU should be doing a little bit better.
It's the Kansas team is better. It's not a deep team, but they do have really good players in that team, and Self is a great coach.
Right.
They're pretty shorthanded with. We've seen it. Like some college basketball, we have great guys on teams, and they just don't go anywhere. Like one guy can't just truly carry a team if the rest of supporting cast just isn't there. And they lost their third best player, arguably second best player, in Richie Saunders. He tore his ACL, and they have Rob Wright as the other guy, who I don't really like. And the rest of the team they're just a really bad defensive team. You can only overcome so much. They have good wins though. Like they just beat Iowa State to end the year at home. Iowa State's a top 10 team. Like it's not like they're getting bulldozed. Like they have pretty good wins. He's great, man. The way he does. It's for me the difference between him and Peterson is he rebounds more and he'll get guys more involved. And I think Peterson is too one-dimensional. They're both pretty good defenders. Peterson might have the edge on him, but Peterson's probably the better pure scorer.
Right. He's just.
But Debansa, I think, just does more, and I like his motor. And there's just red flags with there's a lot of red flags with the Peterson people saw in high school and and obviously I can't attest to this. I did not watch him in high school. I can only read and react and hear. But there's apparently a big difference in the guy we're seeing right now at Kansas and the guy people saw in high school. And that's not a good sign.
Who do you want? So Vibs,
I want Debansa.
What if you get the 2 pick?
I do think Peterson's a good fit for you guys though.
I think with the number 1 pick, Peterson goes because he's just so effortless and has so much talent. Like, you have to take that in case he does pan out.
You could say the same, though, for Debansa. Like, he's not like when it was decided he was going to BYU, it was like, really? This guy? Like, that's how big of a recruit he was.
100%. I could see it going either way, but in my mind, I think an NBA GM is just taking Peterson.
Peterson might be a great fit for Indy, though.
Halburn's
the heavy ball handler, so he can play the 2 and just run around and catch and shoot. He's very good at that, so...
In my mind, I'm assuming Peterson, we don't get him. But if we fell to like 4 and got Caleb Wilson from UNC, I really like him.
How do you feel about Boozer?
Is Acuff too?
Boozer, I feel like...
Have you watched Acuff at all?
Not really, no.
Yeah, your eyes on Acuff tonight. They're assuming he's back for the conference tournament. I think they were resting him to end the regular season. They played tonight. Watch Acuff. He is gifted scorer.
Yeah. Boozer, I think he's the most ready to go into the NBA right now. Like... I think he's polished, and I think coming from his dad's background,
he does nothing bad.
Right, but I think he's ready to go. But to be a center, I feel like he's a little undersized.
I don't think he would play it. So that's the thing.
I don't think he'd fit well with the Pacers.
What position would he be? Is he your 4? Is he your 3? He's not your 5. And you have a 5. You don't need him to be a 5. You have Zubac.
Right, now we do, yeah.
So in a way, you guys are kind of built to absorb any of those 3 guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. That doesn't happen often. If you're a team at the top, sometimes you need a point guard, and you have everything else. You guys can kind of absorb anything.
Right. No, we're in a great spot as long as we got the pick.
For reference, Clemson was up 73-58 with 3:36 left and did not cover as a 1.5-point favorite.
That's tough.
So if I had the money line, if I didn't have the money line,
that's tough.
It would have been on the news.
I feel like anytime you see -1.5, you always got to take money line.
It was 130. So for me, that doesn't scare me away. So I was like, yeah, I'll take the 130 rather than the 1.5. I'm the opposite. If it's plus 1.5, I will take the plus 1.5 rather than the money line usually because of that same thing. Take the point. They're giving it to you. That's all I had for college basketball yesterday. We got a whole lot today. Stuff's already unfolding. NBA, as we kind of wrap up here, then we're going to do a quick World Baseball Classic. SGA breaks Wilts' record for 20 points in 127 consecutive games. That is a fucking crazy.
Incredible.
That's one of those stats it feels like a couple of years ago, maybe you think that's an unbreakable record.
Insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, people are saying it's like,
I don't like him at all. That's a crazy record.
MJ, I think, only got into like the 70s. LeBron only got into like the 50s with it.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that also Wilt was second on the list himself.
Was Melo on there at all?
I think Oscar Robertson was like the 4th.
Okay.
Isn't 127 of scoring 20 plus. Like
it's nuts, dude.
It's
a season and a half.
Yeah.
Isn't the reason the Wilts record only stopped where it did is because he got ejected from a game?
That sounds right.
That's
in like 4 minutes in.
Really?
He got ejected.
But that's another thing too, though, with that stat. Injuries.
That's my thing. It's like the idea that you never
injured in a game.
And this is an NBA now.
I don't leave a game early.
This is an NBA now where the people are complaining the season's too long and people's bodies can't handle it. So injuries happen more often, and he has withstood that. That is incredible.
Yeah, look at so many old names in the list. I mean Durant, but like so many old names in that
Elgin
list.
Baylor in 61. Yeah.
It's a real testament to how good
he's got the MVP locked up. I know we were talking about Wemby missing a game. He's only got like 3 left for All NBA or something, but I don't think it really matters. It's a moot point. And the Nuggets are not playing nearly as well as they need to for Jokic, so the MVP is SGA's back-to-back.
It would be back-to-back.
Back-to-back. Yeah. And he's quickly building a resume to be like one of the best guards ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
really quickly. What?
If you watched that game last night, for people who say NBA players don't play defense, watch that Celtics Thunder game last night. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Front and back.
I think Boston wanted to really test themselves and see where they're at, and I think the answer is they're very much there.
It was smart to not play Tatum versus Lou Dort.
Very funny that people are just avoiding anyone with Dort.
I don't blame them for that at all.
No, how could you, dude?
And no
That's
Derek
Jokic.
White.
Exactly.
No Derek White for Boston either.
That's
Which is,
in fact, they came down.
Jaylen Brown played great.
Yeah,
they were right there. That was I wish I watched more of that game, but I was a little bit more glued to the college basketball.
is Lou Dort going to get suspended at some point, or are they just going to let him keep?
He's going to have the reputation.
I think he's going to
like
get hit.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get like retaliated on. You do this enough.
I mean, Jokic didn't
do this to Isaiah Stewart. I genuinely beg he does this. Isaiah Stewart versus Dort would be awesome.
That'd be a good fight.
Oh my God, like if he did what he did to Jokic to Stewart, there'd be cops on the court.
That's like when you need one of the Morris brothers off the bench.
Yeah.
Just to bring it in and
yes,
fight him.
you need an enforcer, 100%. Eric Spoelstra says, sorry to absolutely no one for Bam's 83 points.
Good.
I respect that.
too.
It's,
Still the dumbest thing that he had to apologize for, like,
does feel
scoring
dumb.
83 points.
As we get a little further and further away, it does feel really stupid how we reacted. Or, the people who were negative on it. Luka scores 51 last night in LeBron's return. He almost had a 51-point triple-double, 51, 10, and 9. They beat the Bulls 142-130. Lakers, I know I've ended their season 3 times this year, and I still don't think they're worth a damn. There is something developing with them. They're just playing better. LeBron maybe being out of the picture helped that. He did return last night.
Was the Bulls too?
That's the thing. The team doesn't want to win. Like,
right, but they've been playing better ball.
Bulls?
No, the Lakers. I'm saying
right.
in general. Like of late, they've been playing a little bit better.
Without LeBron.
Luka, by the way, did you see this clip that he's like someone was talking shit to him, and it kind of he's the type of guy like you do not talk shit to Luka. Because the angrier he gets, the better he gets. You don't let him lock in on you, and he'll just go nuts. And Buzelis was talking shit to him apparently, but they asked who it was, and he didn't know. He had to look at the stat sheet for the number because he didn't know who Matas Buzelis is.
Tough spot. I read a story about Luka. His issues with his family. He's got his
wife took the kids back to Slovenia.
His girlfriend has the kids in Slovenia, and he's only met his daughter was born this season. Because she took the kids back, he's only actually met the youngest daughter once. He has another daughter that's about maybe 3 or 4. Yeah. See, it's like, oh, man, that's gotta weigh heavy. That's tough. You don't think about that stuff yesterday, but that's a lot.
There was seemingly one guy on Twitter like a couple months ago who literally was like, "Yeah, Luka's going through his relationship just ended, it's gonna come out," and no one believed him, and he was just right for months.
This is like a personal hell though. Your kids are in another country, you can't see them. That's tough. That's
or just
really
lets
tough.
you lock in. You're just like, all right.
I guess I don't know.
I got to focus on one thing to get out of this. And it's
I guess it matters on the guy.
Very sad. That's a sad story.
Back to the Celtics. Jaylen Brown called out the NBA for foul baiting, and they played SGA last night, so that might be directed at him.
Wasn't he mic'd up during a foul and he says, "This isn't basketball"?
Yeah.
SGA is so talented and so good, he doesn't need to do the foul baiting, but he shoves off every single time. Every single time he drives.
Every shot, he asks for a foul. It's just enough, dude. I forget who they beat. Was it the Denver game maybe a couple of games ago late. He hit monster shots, but after every one of them, he's screaming at the ref for a call. It's like, it's just a lot. I just wish he didn't do it as much. He'd be more liked. But
his 3 is developed now too.
That's a big problem.
That's crazy.
It's a big problem that his 3 is developed because he really needs to not have that. But
you can't give him any space.
He should have not been allowed to get better. And he did. So that's a problem. And then we'll close out the show with some baseball. I thought Mark DeRosa somehow, he is unbelievable to me. He is the audio version of Bob Nightingale in my mind, where he is capable of saying anything wrong. As obvious and easy to comprehend as it may be, for him, he can get it wrong. So he's tripling down on his take that he did know that USA had not advanced prior to Italy game. And you take that one of two ways. One, he's an absolute idiot who is lying through his teeth. Or two, he did know that they were still alive and managed the game so poorly that people believed he didn't. So either way, it's really bad. You almost want to believe that
he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Right.
Because why is Kershaw getting up in a game where you can't allow any more runs, dude? So
it's also funny Kershaw just off the roster now. They saw him warm up with that beer gut. It's like, go home, buddy. We don't need you.
See you, bud. He was literally on the roster in case there was like a 20-0 game, I guess. And in the process of DeRosa saying this, he says that, I knew we were 2-0 going into the game, and Italy was 2-0, and they were both 3-0. So he didn't even know the team's record.
I think that was a misspeak. I think that was a genuine misspeak.
I think it was too.
Okay.
But also, like, have your shit together.
Here's my take in the blog that I wrote a quick one yesterday. It's a complete misspeak, and we move on completely if the other thing didn't happen. But when the other thing happens and this, he has no benefit of the doubt.
Oh, he doesn't.
0.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's that. When you combine the two, isolated, just that, not an issue. Whatever. People forget the Brazil game probably even mattered because it's Brazil.
Right.
But when you don't know that they advanced, and then you say not great. So I would demote him personally. I would have anyone else be the manager tonight.
Does he get a major league manager interview this winter?
No,
by any team.
No.
Meek, he's never gonna unless they win it all this year, which and even then maybe he will not be. He will not be the manager.
I don't know.
You won't have a PR statement he managed Team USA to a silver medal in 2023 and a gold in 2026. Experience.
One of the biggest winners of the World Baseball Classic for me is Aaron Boone, because I realized there's someone dumber than that guy out in baseball who was trying to be a manager. It was not me. People were like, "Oh, let's have DeRosa manage the Yankees." That would have been even worse. Can't even imagine that moment. He makes Boone look like Joe Torre.
Did you see what Albert Pujols said? He's like, he may not have known that moment, but he has a staff that will tell him all the scenarios. So it's like, it's even worse. You have guys like David Ross, Freddie Gonzalez, who are on the staff. No one's telling him, hey, we need to, not get blown out.
It's crazy. So, tonight, hey, Mark, you got to win tonight. There's no,
it's not a series.
There's no series. We don't got there's no round robin. We lose. We're back in spring training, so just know that, Mark.
We're not going to lose tonight. This Canadian team.
I know.
Canadian team. The pitching in Canada stinks.
So it's Soroka Webb tonight.
Soroka Webb.
Look
USA's
at
minus 900.
Look at Canada.
And after
Canada's bullpen.
Right after, and we're we have a day off for our guys, so that should be.
Canada's bullpen is horrific.
I think
they can hit a little bit.
Do you have an updated of the new pitching rules for this round?
I believe it's 95 pitches.
And what about relievers and all that?
I will pull that up.
Yeah, just refresh me on that.
And we have Dominican Republic and South Korea.
That's the first game. That's an FS2. You can find the United States-Canada game on Fox. Korea, Dominican Republic. Korea, no slouch. Korea can be in that game. They're not like a pushover. Like
no one left is a pushover. There's no like Brazil left, but like Dominican Republic
you could argue Canada's a pushover.
Really?
I think they should handle it.
I agree with you. I don't think South Korea and Canada are that different.
I will say I keep pointing to the Venezuela line against Japan is dangerous, and Yamamoto, that's it for him. Obviously, I don't think he's been allowed to pitch on Tuesday.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
Okay, what do we got?
80 pitches per game in the final round. That's tonight. 95 pitches in the championship round. Last pitcher needs to complete a batter's plate appearances. It doesn't say anything about
relievers. I don't think
not pitch until a minimum of 1 day has passed since any second.
That's fine because there's a day off in between everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
What's that 30 pitches thing? right above
not
that.
pitch until a minimum of 1 day has passed since his last pitch.
If he threw 30 pitches or more when he... Okay, so
only
Miller
starters.
can, in theory, throw the night, and he can throw on... I don't know. Now, who's to say what the Padres want?
Padres might not love that if he's throwing every other day for 3 days. 3 of the next 5 days. But
I think
also, you have a week off till opening day. It's
ideally,
it's more about these guys' arms building up. It's
True.
like, do you want a guy pitching 3 times in 5 days or something like that?
Ideally,
you're not using any of those guys. Tonight.
Ideally, Whitlock closes the game tonight. For
Right.
And then you have Miller.
And then I think you can use if Miller.
Then you can use Miller.
If
Yes.
Miller and who's the other guy? Bednar. If Miller and Bednar aren't used tonight, then I think you can.
You can use them both.
You can make the case to use them both games
correct.
in semis and finals.
I think the most interesting game is Venezuela-Japan.
That's what I just said. Yeah,
I know, but I was trying to find rules.
I think Venezuela wins that game.
Yeah, the odds on that, like, I don't.
Not good for Japan.
I mean, Rangers. Yoshi's incredible. That's a great. That's a great man. That's
like
a great.
Italy tomorrow.
That's a great fucking game, man.
It's a great game.
What do you say, Meek?
I like Italy tomorrow.
Do you? Puerto Rico's pretty good. I'm shocked. So Italy's favored?
No, it's minus 129.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it wrong. I apologize.
It's basically like kind
it's
of.
a private pickup.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Italy
honestly,
has major leaguers. Like, we've seen them.
Italy's bullpen is much better than Canada's bullpen.
Also, I feel
much
like
better.
All their best hitters are just lefties between Marcy, Vinny, Caglianone.
That's interesting, man. Imagine if Italy wins.
I kind of like the over in that Italy game.
8.5.
That offense just hits.
Yeah.
They got some offense, man.
Same with Puerto Rico too, right?
Who's on the Puerto Rico hitters?
Pull that up.
I know some of their.
Yeah, they have some guys.
That's
that
not really a name that's gonna. Oh.
No, but in the World Baseball Classic, that's a decent.
Elliot Ramos.
Okay.
He
was really good last year.
Eddie Rosario.
Okay.
Watch. Vasquez. It's really nobody.
Vasquez?
Like, I'm looking at
Christian Vasquez.
Nobody like
I think they had a good hitter. Who am I forgetting?
Oh, MJ Melendez.
Yeah, I lied. They don't hit. They don't hit as well as I thought they did.
Oh, you guys got him?
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew the Royals non-10.
Let me take that back. Yeah, Puerto Rico does not hit as well as I thought.
Yeah, no.
I apologize.
But Italy's got some offense.
You know what? I'm starting to come around on what you're saying. What you guys are saying.
What, Italy?
Italy might.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an undefeated team. You can get them at minus 105. I mean.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's roster is not as good as I thought.
Oh, yeah, because the insurance.
The insurance thing, and then Lindor's injury.
And Correa, no Baez. Like, that's still insane. Like, you don't have any of those 3 players
I
on
know.
that team.
I know.
Did I miss any? Was there any NFL news yesterday? Did we?
Kyler signing, but it was
Kyler signing. We should have talked about him for a second.
We did talk. Yeah, we talked.
That was kind of expected at this point.
We talked about him in the Vikings.
And it's got to be bad news for
JJ.
For old JJ. I guess that QB room is called. That should be just called K9, right? K1. He used to be K1.
Well,
now
someone
he's
said
not.
9 and 5'9".
Okay. All right. Yeah, so they're in trouble. In my mind, I don't think that really takes them anywhere. But this would be a big KOC moment if he can make Kyler Murray legit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he can turn Kyler Murray, which could happen with that.
On the flip side, then it would be like, man, JJ's not safe.
JJ really is.
Yeah. Let's do some picks to round us out here and head into the weekend. Christopher Clemmer, you're up first.
Yeah, so I have a parlay here. I took the
Did you do your big money parlay?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
I have Dominican Republic -3, so I knocked that down. I took USA -3, knocked that down. It's plus 105.
Okay. Vibs?
This is, since Indiana's out, we have nothing left to do but hate on Purdue, so we're taking Nebraska's underdogs. So we're taking Nebraska.
I hate that Purdue team, dude. I'm sure you do too, but I hate that Purdue team.
They just cannot get it together. And, of course, now that I'm betting against them, they're going to find a way to fucking figure it out.
No. Let's take them down.
No, we're going Nebraska.
Okay.
Nebraska with the points.
I'm rolling.
3.5.
Okay, I've got here. I like a lot. I think whoever called about Tennessee, I'm with them. Tennessee moneyline -118. Iowa State plus 3.5 against Arizona. I think that line is incredibly low. Miami over Virginia plus 3.5. UCLA plus 5.5 against Michigan State. I like a lot of plus numbers. It appears. I don't like the Clemson line. I think that's a good line for Duke. I'm not touching the Kansas game. And that's it there. Is there NBA tonight? We got any good NBA? Knicks, Pacers. Oh, I didn't realize we play you guys tonight.
Brother, I've been
so tonight and sending them tomorrow versus Phoenix.
Well, you'll lose to our scrubs again, like you did last time.
We might. I actually don't like any NBA. Tennis. There's nothing on the men's side today. Women. I'm gonna go with Svitolina plus 218. I don't love that, but I'm gonna take a shot. Meek Phil.
I just have a money line parlay that's already active. Michigan money line, they're up 4.5. Florida money line, game just started. UConn money line, Duke money line, Arizona money line. That's plus 136.
Oh, right, and USA's tonight. What are there home runs? Any different tonight? I actually meant to look at that.
I can pull that up real quick.
Oh, you know what's nice? All right. You can bet total bases and stuff tonight.
Yeah, it's good because you couldn't do that.
No, you can only do homers.
Because they probably thought the guys would get taken out.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things that I learned to bet on last year was betting 2+ total bases for guys. It's so much fun to just if you hit a double.
Yeah, you win.
I really like to do it when a game's in Fenway because all you got to do is hit the wall and you just get a double.
Sure.
That's fun. Okay, so
Aaron Judge 3 total bases.
All right, I'm adding Bobby Witt 2+ bases minus 1.
I don't mind that. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. I have that right.
That's good.
Bobby Witt 2+ bases minus 120. And I'm not going to touch a homer bet.
That Canada bullpen stinks too, so maybe you could get some if you.
Bobby also is a guy who could just turn a single to a double and you win.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. I don't hate Rowley homer plus 235. Usually
I haven't loved his swings.
So one, he's due because he was so awful in pool play.
Yeah.
And the other thing in my head, it's he does terrorize the Blue Jays. He terrorizes Canada. So
okay. I would like Harper to get involved. Maybe one of these games. That would be cool. But yeah. All right, that's our show. Thank you everyone who called in.
Back Monday with we'll have our bracket then.
We'll have our bracket. Best of luck on everyone on their wagers through this Friday the 13th. We'll see you back here Monday. Later.